saw the defeat of our very first super champion of season 39. Chris Panullo bowed out in his 22nd game after winning almost $750,000. Since then, we've had a succession of one-day winners. Our returning champion, Matthew Ott, would love to end that trend and defend. But if he can't lock down that second win, I'm sure that Sean or Chris Ann would be more than happy to become one-day champions themselves, right? Let's see what happens. Here are the categories you'll be facing in the Jeopardy round. First, Ben Franklin. Hi, Ben. Then, True Crime. With a song in your brain, We're Lost for Words. Then we have Outbreaks. And finally, the movie's title in other countries. Matthew, where do we start?
Song in your brain 200.
This word for a song's main tune is from the Greek for song. Sean.
What is a theme?
No. Matthew.
What's a melody?
That's right.
Song 400.
Originally a song meant to be danced to, today it means a song telling a romantic or sentimental story. Matthew.
What's a ballad?
That's correct.
Song 600.
To sing in a slow, soft voice, like Bing Crosby. Sean.
What is to croon?
Right.
Ben Franklin for 200.
In his native Boston, Ben wrote that the kids of status-seeking parents come out of this college as blockheads. Sean.
What is Harvard?
That's right.
Ben Franklin for 4.
As royally appointed deputy this two-word job, Ben got mail from Charleston to Boston by road instead of by ship via London. Sean.
What is Postmaster General?
That's the title.
Ben Franklin for 6.
Ben's discoveries led to the lightning rod and to the end of the electrocution of more than 100 of these colleagues of Quasimodo. Sean.
What are bell ringers?
That's right. It was a dangerous job back then to be on the tallest building in town.
Yeah. Ben Franklin for 8.
An edit Ben made for Thomas Jefferson changed, "We hold these truths to be sacred and undeniable," to this, rational instead of religious. Matthew.
What is self-evident?
Correct.
Song 800.
The answer there, the daily double in the round. Sean's taking the lead, but only by 200, Matthew.
Let's make it a true daily double.
All right, you'll have 2,800 if you're correct, with a song in your brain. The pleasing combination of simultaneously sounded notes. It was composer Arnold Schoenberg's last word.
What is harmony?
That's correct. You double your money.
Song 1000.
Finishing the category, publishing company Hal Leonard offers the world's premier destination for digital this loose printed music. Kind of an oxymoron. Sean.
What is sheet music?
Digital sheet music is it.
Let's do movie titles for 200.
Who you gonna call in China? Superpower Dare Die Team. Sean.
Who are the Ghostbusters?
Those are the Ghostbusters.
Movie titles for 4.
Vaselina was the word in Mexico. In English, Greece is Sean?
Movie titles for 6.
Nice spoiler, Mexico. Gina Davis and Susan Sarandon had an unexpected end. Sean?
What is Thelma and Louise?
Right.
Movie titles for 8.
China enjoyed a very powerful whale runs to heaven. Chris Ann?
What is Free Willy?
That is Free Willy, yes.
Movies 1,000.
Japan got right down to it for a Nevada set film. I'm drunk and you're a prostitute. Matthew?
What is Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas?
No. Sean?
What is Leaving Las Vegas?
We called it Leaving Las Vegas, yes.
Ben Franklin for 1,000.
When a friend asked if the Constitution set up a republic or a monarchy, Ben replied, a republic followed by these 5 words. He said it's a republic if you can keep it. All right, 3 categories down means the round is halfway over, and it's time for a quick break. Back in a moment. Chris Ann Bonifacio is a website manager from Raleigh, North Carolina. I want to hear about your wedding. It was a little unusual.
Yes, my husband and I planned to get married in Charleston in April 2020. And so come March, when everything started shutting down, I was like, I don't want to go through the wedding planning process again. So I said we should just go down and get married at the port. But at that point, things had shut down, so the only place that they were doing weddings was at the county jail. So on a random Tuesday, we decided to go down, and the magistrate was right behind the visiting glass. And we said our IDs.
So romantic.
Yes.
Hopefully the last day either of you spend in that county.
Yes.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Sean McShane, a nonprofit membership associate originally from West Islip, New York, must be something of a cyclist. What did you do this summer?
So I took a week and a half off work and I rode my bike the entire length of New York State, from the Canadian border all the way down to Battery Park in Manhattan.
You didn't decide to go all the way out on Long Island as well? Continue the journey?
I'm not missing much.
A harsh judgment for our viewers from Long Island. Matthew Ott, an accountant originally from Boston, has a new baby boy. Tell us about his early days.
Yeah, when James was born, he was born with an undetected heart defect that was very unexpected. Went through a lot of stress, especially his first-time parents. But luckily, the amazing NICU team at Adventist Glendale and the cardiothoracic team at Children's Hospital LA took care of him, and he had surgery and is doing great now.
That's fantastic. That's so nerve-wracking on a new parent. I am happy to hear it. Sean, you have control of the board. Let's get back into the game. 3 categories left.
Let's do Lost for Words for 200.
If you're neglected, you may fall through these. In 2020, President Obama said, "Our health systems allow it to happen to the poor." Sean.
What are the cracks?
All through the cracks, yes.
Words for 400.
Buccaneers abandoned people on islands this way that begins with a color. Chris Ann.
What is marooned?
That's right.
Lost for words 600.
This Piscean phrase describes someone lost in a new environment. Sean.
What is a fish out of water?
Yeah.
Words for 8.
This Latin word follows in to describe someone not in attendance. Sean.
What is absentia?
Good.
And words for 1,000.
During World War I, you didn't want to get lost in this area between opposing trenches. Matthew.
What is no man's land?
You got it for 1,000.
Outbreaks 200?
This paralytic disease peaked in the U.S. in the 1950s, closing swimming pools and movie theaters. Chris Ann?
What is polio?
Yes.
Outbreaks 400.
Isaac Newton was at home for 2 years, waiting out this infectious fever. Plague, the bubonic plague. Chris Ann?
Outbreak 600.
In 1918 and 1919, 20 to 50 million worldwide perished from this, so named for the country where it was widely reported. Matthew.
What's the Spanish flu?
You got it.
Outbreaks 800?
A 19th century pandemic of this waterborne disease began in the delta region of the Ganges River. Chris Ann.
What is cholera?
Right.
Outbreaks 1,000.
Variola major is the virus that causes this acute infectious disease. It's the smallpox virus. Chris Ann, we have true grime remaining.
True gram 1,000.
A scandal may do this to your reputation. It's also a word for a discoloration caused by oxidation on some metals. Sean.
What is tarnish?
That's right.
800.
Stinking this is a type of disease caused by parasitic fungi on plants. An indecent magazine is said to contain it too. Sean.
What is smut?
Stinking smut, yes.
True grind for 600.
It means boggy or swampy ground. As a verb, it's what happened to the wagon that got stuck there. Sean.
What is a mire?
It got mired, yes.
True grind for 4.
It can proceed of the earth, but a Men in Black tagline was protecting the earth from the this of the universe. Chris Ann.
What is scum?
Correct.
And 200.
Final clue. As a noun, it's earth for growing plants. As a verb, it means to stain. Sean.
What is soil?
That's correct. Everyone's off to a good start, but Sean, you have the lead. Chris Ann will select first in Double Jeopardy when we return after these words. We're back with Double Jeopardy. The 2 daily doubles in this round hidden somewhere in these